Hello students, welcome to lecture 17 of our online chemistry classes. In the last class we were solving questions on Arrhenius equation. We have solved some 3-4 questions, and I have given you 2 questions in fact as homework. You might have solved those 2 questions. One I have given you answer also, that is regarding the rate of reaction quadruples, means K2 is equal to 4K1. I hope that you might have got correct answer is with you, so that you can compare with your answer. So I will not solve that question once again, because similar question, that rate of reaction double, we have solved. Now one more question I have given you as the homework regarding in a zero order reaction, the time taken to reduce the concentration of reactant from 50% to 25%, this is half-life period, is 30 minutes. What is the time required to reduce the concentration from 25% to 12.5%? This is another half-life period, because 25 to 12.5 is half, 12.5 is half of 25%. So we can write the answer for that. The last question I have given you as homework, I am writing answer for that. We can write for zero order reaction, T half is directly proportional to the initial concentration. This is well known fact, we have derived this. T half is equal to R0 divided by 2K is the exact relation. Rate constant is not needed here, so we are just relating this T half to the initial molar concentration of reactant, and it is directly proportional. We know that. So that we can write now T half 1 by T half 2, because 2 half-lives they are mentioned in this question. R0 1, because they are directly proportional, and this is R02 because they are directly proportional. Now you can read that question. The first T half they are mentioned is about 30 minutes, and another T half is exactly they have asked us to calculate. The first initial concentration is 50, because it has been reduced from 50 to 25%, and second initial concentration is 25. So we can say that this is equals to 2, and that's why the T half 2 equals to 30 by 2, and that equals to 15 minutes. This is T half 2. So you can compare your answer. You might have solved this question also. Very simple question. Half-life period. Initial concentration has been reduced to half. Half-life also reduced to half. 30 minutes to 15 minutes. That's how the relation goes in the zero order reaction. In first order reaction, we know that half-life period is independent of initial concentration of reactant, that we have derived and we used also in various questions. Now after that we have to solve this question. Next question, we just write this question and try to understand how I have solved. The theory question has been asked, but it can be asked in MCQs also. So I just wrote this part, and now the next question, it is 4 and this was 5th, so I can say 5 and this is 6, so I can say it is question number 7. Even though question number is not correct, you can just manage. For a reaction, activation energy is 0. What is value of rate constant at 300 K if K equals to 1.6 into 10 raised to plus 6 per second at 280 K. Now activation energy is 0 means all the molecules are already activated. All the molecules will take part into the reaction, and if such is the case, the rate constant becomes independent of temperature, because we have this equation K equals to A e raised to minus Ca by RT. If that terms becomes equal to 0, this K becomes equals to A, which is constant. Activation energy 0 means passing mark is 0. If we compare with that, passing mark is 0 means those students which are present in classroom, particular classroom, all are eligible to go to the higher class. The strength will same in previous standard and the next standard, because passing marks are 0, they are all are promoted like that. So we can say that when activation energy is 0, K is independent of temperature. Yes, we can remember this condition. K is independent of temperature, and that's why we can say K at 280 K means temperature I am talking about. It's same as K at 300 K, that equals to this K is rate constant and this is absolute temperature. It's same as 1.6 into 10 raised to 6 per second. So this also very important condition you should know. Now we can go to the next question. Now this is not mentioned in our theory syllabus. Next question which I am talking about. You can say that this is kind of advanced question. So many questions we have done, so we can solve this question also. We can say the next question. I am not writing now question number. We just take care of that. A catalyst lowers the activation energy. Lowers activation energy of reaction by 3 into 10 raised to 5 joules per mole at 293 K, at 298 K. Calculate how many times. Calculate how many times rate of reaction will increase. So this is the question before us. The formula we are using is, again I have told you, there is no mention of this in our textbook, but the possibility is there because there are so many applied questions, so we cannot take risks. So we can say that Kp means rate constant in presence of catalyst. Ka means rate constant in absence of catalyst is equal to antilog of delta E means difference in activation energy, decrease in activation energy in presence. What? Yes, we said lowers means decrease is this much. So that is delta E divided by 2.303 RT. As equation is not given, we should not worry about how we arrived at this equation. The derivation is not at all required for you. You can just substitute this. Antilog of delta E is the decrease in activation energy in the presence of catalyst. So this is 2.303, 8.314, and this is 298. And I will write this as antilog of, see how I am writing here answer, 0.000, and then 5 2 5776. I have to write these many digits. We ignore just these digits, but this decimal point has to be shifted here, and then we have to say antilog. So we should take care of, we should write 6 digits here. We'll see in next step why we are writing like that. Into 10 raised to 5, you will get this number by this 3 divided by 2.303 divided by 8.314 divided by 298 is this number, and this 10 raised to 5 as it is. We can say antilog of, if we just disappear this 10 raised to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I can write it as 52.5776. This is by multiplying by 10 raised to 5. Now we can see this antilog in antilog table, 0.5776. 0.57 will be there in the same column. You have to see that what written below the 7, and in beam difference column what written in that 6, and you have to add this number into it. If we do that, we'll have this 4 digits, 3781. These 4 digits will get. We have to put decimal point after 1 digit, multiplied by 10 raised to, before this decimal point is 52. We have to write this as 52. So this is our answer, because that's why the rate of reaction is increased in presence of catalyst. So we can say that Kp is rate constant in presence of catalyst. P means presence of catalyst. Rate constant in absence of catalyst. So I will write here, rate of reaction increases by 3.781 into 10 raised to 52 times. So there is large increase in the rate of reaction when catalysts are used. So this is way in which this type of questions can be solved. I told you that just additional information wise we are solving this question. But now the next question which we are solving is that in fact has been asked in one of the CET examinations. So we should concentrate on the next question. Just writing this formula, substitute it, looking into log table in a proper way, and expressing this answer. It is no unit because it is the ratio of rate constants, so no unit. This many times rate will be increased. Rate of reaction will increase. It has been reflected by increase in the rate constant. See the next one. Now this is very important type of question. We should understand this type of questions. Rate of reaction doubles. Rate of reaction doubles. Now I may give this number, question number 9 here. Of course you may modify this if it is not 9. Rate of reaction doubles for every 10-degree rise in temperature. Degree rise in temperature. If temperature is raised by temperature is raised by 40 degrees Celsius, how many times does rate of reaction increases? So you can say that rate of reaction increases by 2 raised to n times. And what this n is? Why this 2? Because they said it is doubles. If they say rate of reaction triples, 3 raised to n, remember this 2 we are writing from here, we call it as temperature coefficient for every 10 degree rise in the temperature. What is n here? Is the delta T by 10. What is the difference in the temperature, initial temperature and the final temperature? So it has been raised by 40 degrees Celsius, means the difference in temperature is 40 by 10, so it is 4. So we can say that rate of reaction increases by 2 raised to 4 times, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So it is 4, 8 and 16 times. Rate of reaction increases by the 16 times, because this is 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. We can just imagine this is 2 times, it has been increased by, we can start with this 0 degrees Celsius to 10, so it is 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, like that. We can, because increase in temperature by 10 degree is 2 times, like that we can write, or we can just use this formula. If it is triples, 3 n raised by is given, that is delta T. If 2 temperatures are mentioned from 10 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius, 50 minus 10 will be the delta T, final temperature minus initial temperature. And you can easily solve this type of questions. So this is all about the various questions of the chemical kinetics. Printed notes are given to you. You should make use of that. Read the NCERT textbook again and again. Every line should be clear to you. Solve the previous question papers first. This should be the first level of preparation. Every question you read, I think you will not have any difficulty now, because we have spent around 17 hours on chemical kinetics. So you are able to solve those theory questions very easily. All numericals, whatever appeared in previous examination, that also comfortably you can solve. Then you can go for all in-text questions, solved questions and the exercise question. You may have some difficulty in solving some questions. In-text question 100% we have completed. Solved question also 75% we have completed. Exercise question also 75% we have completed. The remaining 25% you may have some difficulty. You can refer any book which is available to you, and you can try to solve it. If you cannot solve, I will be there. I will help you out. But thing is that you should go this sequence wise. The first is the printed notes, NCERT textbook, solved question, in-text question, exercise question and the CET material. This is the way in which you should proceed, and then your preparation will be complete. If you just want to prepare theory exam for time being, notes and in-text questions are enough. You cannot get 100% marks in theory examination without solving the in-text question and the solved question. That you should remember, because the 1 mark questions are coming from these in-text questions. If you refer the previous question paper, all the previous question papers including March 20 I have given you in the notes. You refer and you go on solving this. Now just to have an idea about how MCQs are asked in the examination, I have brought some MCQs of previous examinations starting with 2019. We'll start with 2019, and there are many theoretical questions. I will not go into the theoretical question. We'll solve only those questions which requires calculation, some part of calculation. For example, if I read this question, I think just by listening carefully you can answer this. The plot of half-life period versus initial molar concentration for the reaction is straight line parallel to the x-axis. Yes, which order we are talking about? Straight line parallel to x-axis means it is independent. Half-life period independent of initial concentration. Clearly the case of first order reaction. What are the units of rate constant? It is per second. We know that. It have given option mole per liter per second. This would have been zero order reaction. This would have been straight line passing through origin, but they said it is parallel to x-axis. Then mole raised to -1, liter raised to plus per second. These options they have given, and one of the options is per second. We have to select that only, isn't it? So this very simple theoretical question. The next one was, what is the which is wrong statement? Now for this, when they ask which is correct statement, which is wrong statement, how much NCERT textbook you have followed, the success rate depends on that, because the description given in NCERT textbook is used in this type of question. Which is wrong statement? Rate constant K equals to Arrhenius constant A. If A is 0, just now we mentioned activation is 0, the rate constant independent of temperature, and rate constant becomes equal to Arrhenius constant. So this is correct statement. E raised to minus A by RT gives fraction of molecules that are activated at given temperature. Yes, we are calling it as fraction of molecules having energy equal to or greater than activation energy. So this is also the correct statement. The natural log of K versus 1 by T plot is a straight line. Yes, Arrhenius equation is a straight line. Let it be negative slope, but it is a straight line. So this is also correct. Presence of catalyst will not alter the value of activation energy. This is wrong statement, because catalysts are made for that. They leads the reaction through new pathway which decreases the activation energy, reduces the potential energy barrier, and increases the rate of reaction. So these are just theoretical questions. I hope that you are understanding that, even though I am not writing on the board, because only mathematical question I want to write on board so that we can save time. Now this next question, which is in the same year asked, and this mathematical question, so I will write on board so that you will have a clear idea about what type of questions they are referring. Now this question number 3rd in that series, the year I have already mentioned, so that if you have a question paper, it is easy to correlate. It is KCET 19 question paper I am talking about. 1 liter of 2 molar acetic acid is mixed with 1 liter of 3 molar ethanol to form an ester. Rate of reaction with respect to initial rate when each solution is diluted with equal volume of water. Will be, they are given here 4 options: 0.25 times, 2 times, 0.5 times, and 4 times. These are the options given here. So you can write initial rate equals to K, molar concentration of acetic acid, which is 2 molar. In square bracket we used to write molar concentration, and that of ethanol is 3 mole per liter. 3 mole per liter. Now what exponents we should write? If order would have been different than 1, if it is 2, 0, they are mentioned in question. Remember that. We should not worry about what is the order of this acetic acid and ethanol. You are understanding this. If it is different than 1, they would have mentioned it. If it is not given anything, then we should treat it that R1 equals to K, 2 square bracket, 3 square bracket. We'll write this as question number 1, equation number 1. Now new rate, we have to mention what they have done. Equal volume of water they have added in both of this solution. So it will be diluted. 1 liter becomes 2 liter. So this 2 mole per liter becomes half, because we have diluted it 2 times. If you look at the molarity, number of moles which remains same, 1000 divided by volume of solution. Volume we made 2 times, molarity becomes half. That is the means I am referring to this formula. M equals to W2 by M2 into 1000 by volume in milliliter. We have made this 2 times. By keeping this constant, this becomes half. The same thing happens to this also. So each solution, they said, each solution. Remember, this also we have to rate which solutions they are diluting. So this also they made it half. So we can say this is K, and this we can say 1, and this is 1.5, and we can write this as equation 2. Now rate of reaction with respect to initial rate means R2 by R1. They are asking. This is K, this is 1, this is 1.5, this is K, this is 2, and this is 3. K we can cancel. This is 1.5, 2 into 3 is 6, and that's why we can say it is 0.6 2s are 12, 3 remains, 6 5 are 30, so 0.25 times is our answer. That's why we can say that option number 1 would be the correct answer. So not at all difficult type of questions these are. Now the next one, this is 90. 3 questions were there, 2 theoretically we solved, and this was the third one. Now we'll go for KCET 20 also. I think we can solve that also. We have time with us, 15 minutes are there, so we can solve that also. We can solve any number of questions. Thing is that we should understand that. So it is KCET 20. This is numerical based question, so I will just write that question. The time required for 60% completion. 60% completion of first order reaction is 50 minutes. The time required for 93.6% completion of same reaction will be, they have given option here. I will write option also, because you can pause this video and you can solve and just compare your answer with answer I am writing here. 83.8 minute, and this is 50 minute, and one more option is 150 minute. Yes, you can pause the video, read the question and try to solve it, and see the time duration in which you can solve, because this also required. Of course, you should not worry much about time at this stage, because when you practice more, your speed and accuracy will increase. Now, time for 93.6% they are asked, and time for 60% they are given. So we'll take this ratio, time completion for 93.6% to time for 60% completion. Ratio we are taking 2.303 by K, 2.303 by K, log of 100 initial concentration, because they are given in percentage, and this 93.6 we have to subtract it from 100. The concentration R remains is 6.4. 6.4. 100 minus 93.6 is the concentration remain. 60% completed. 100 minus 60. How much is remain? That we write. How much is completed? That we won't write here. How much will remain? 100 minus 60 will be 40. We can cancel this. We can increase one zero here and make it 64. 1000 by 64. 8 8s are 64. 1 2 remains. 8 2s are 16. 4 remains. 5 8 1s are 8. 4 remains. 8 5s are 40. 5 remains. And again we can say that 8 6 are 40. So 15.6, we cannot see the log of 15.6. Log values are not given here. So we have to say that it is nearly equal to 16. 16 log also we don't know, but we can rearrange and at least we can solve that. I will explain you how to solve that. And this is log 10 by 4. Now what we are left with now, log of 16 divided by log 10 minus log 4. Log 16 is nothing but log 4 square. Log 10 is 2-digit number, so it is 1. And log 4 is 0.6020, because log 3 is 0.6, log 2 is 0.3010, 2 times of that. So 0.6, we can write this 6021, no need to write that. This is 2 into log 4, and this is 4. This is 2 into log 4 is 0.6, and this is 4. So you can say it is 1, and this is 2, and this is 0.3. So we can say that this log 2 we have written, and then this is 0.6. So 0.6 divided by, no, it is 0.4, it is 0.4, that's why we are getting this 0.4, so it is 0.2, and this is 6, 0.6 by 0.2 is 3, we can write like that. 1 minus 0.6 is 0.4, I have written 4 here, but it is 0.4. Now we can say T 93.6% is equal to 3 times of T 60%. T 60% has been clearly given, 50 minutes. So you can write this as 150 minute. That's why this particular answer would be the correct answer. Yes, you just see. When they one time percent is given, another they ask you just take ratio and you will get it. From log we have to come out carefully without any doing mistakes, and calculation also we should do very patiently. So this is one question in 20 they have asked. One more is again kind of numerical, so I will write that. You just see your answer, what answer you are obtained and what answer is correct. Even though it is you are not getting it correct, doesn't matter, it is just initial part. We have just now completed kinetics. You have enough time for practice, and practice is the only way out. There is no other way to solve this type of questions. The question number 2 is for an elementary reaction. For an elementary reaction, 2A plus 3B gives 4C plus D. Rate of appearance of C at time t is 2.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole per liter per second. Mole per liter per second. Rate of disappearance of D at T will be, and they are given 4 options here. A is 4 by 3 into 2.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole per liter per second. B is 3 by 4, same value, same unit. C is 2, same value, same unit. D is 1 by 4, same value, same unit. Relatively easier question. What we can write? Rate of appearance of C they have given, and rate of disappearance of B they have asked. So only B and C what to compare. We can write negative 1 by 3 dB by dt. We can write this triangle, average rate or rate at particular moment, that doesn't matter. Our answer will be same. This 3, so I have written 1 by 3 and negative because B is reactant. 1 by 4 dC by dt. So dB by dt negative because they ask about rate of disappearance. This is negative sign. 3 by 4 dC by dt. 3 by 4 dC by dt. Rate of appearance means dC by dt is 2.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole per liter per second. So 3 by 4 into 2.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole per liter per second is our answer. So this is our answer. One just theoretical question they have asked. in 2020. The rate constant of a reaction is given by K equals to P Z and e raised to minus Ea by RT. Collision theory of reaction rate equation is given. Under its under standard notation, rate constant, orientation factor, collision frequency, activation energy, gas constant, temperature, absolute temperature. In order to speed up the reaction, which of the following has to be decreased? They want to increase the rate of reaction. Which factor has to be decreased? They said first option is collision frequency. No, collision frequency is directly proportional to the rate constant. Another is they said collision frequency and temperature, both of them. This also will go in reverse way. Rate of reaction will in fact decrease if we decrease those because they are directly proportional. Then they say activation energy. Yes, decrease in activation energy increases the rate of reaction. And lastly, temperature. No, temperature increase will increase the rate of reaction. They are asking about decrease. Only activation energy has to be decreased. So there are so many previous question papers, similar type of questions you will see. We'll solve them as time permits as we go ahead. But this only 19 and 20 questions I have solved so that you will have a fair idea about how these questions will be asked in the examination. So for time being, this is sufficient. Only one thing I want to confess here, that when we were plotting the graph of Arrhenius equation, log K is equal to minus Ea by 2.0 PR 1 by T log A log K 1 by T, this one, and this slope equals to negative A 2.03 R. When I was explaining, I was seeing my video previously, this R I just misread somehow. I don't know why it happens. That R should be here. In question where I use that, I think that mistake is compensated. You understand how I missed that. Even though I have written here correctly while solving here, this happens sometimes. But this R is important here. So minus A is equal to slope into 2.03 into R. Not just slope is equal to minus A by 2.03. That's why I am referring. If you have watched it carefully, you might have realized. Otherwise, you also might have missed that point. But this is very important. I should confess this. Right. So chemical kinetics is completed. All theory part, all numericals. If we make the list of them, around 45 questions we have solved. I think they are more than enough. You practice first those questions along with all CET questions now, 100 CET questions, and then only your preparation will be complete. So thank you for watching this video. Many students are asking doubts through WhatsApp. I should make clear that I am not comfortable in typing on the WhatsApp. So you just call me if you have time. First you can just SMS that I am such and such student, and we'll talk. So number is with you, or you can come to college or every day. We are in college, by calling you can come. But thing is that every doubt should be clear, and when unit test exam will be there on chemical kinetics, you should score good marks in theory as well as MCQs, because this is very testing time for you people as well as we as a teachers. So we should take it as challenge. Even though we are not face-to-face meeting, we should not dilute that relationship. It is very important that when such classes are conducted, you should parallelly, you should study accordingly, you should make use of time again and again. You should watch the video if you do not understand the concept, and most importantly, don't miss NCERT textbook. Read again and again. Notes are also there. Together only you can, together when you read, then only you can understand how the lesson is there. Not much difficult, but I already told you, very deciding type of nature of this topic is, if you solve one question and you get 4 marks, rank will be automatically increase. So we should take account of that also. Right, so thank you for watching this video. Keep studying.